everyone. Welcome to a special out-of-the-box edition
Yes.
of Free Lunch Comic News. Surprise edition coming at you. Matt happened to be in the area. I happened to be around. We had some time, so we decided to do a show.
Yes.
So we're doing one.
We're doing it right
here.
now. We're going to do it right here.
We're coming at you.
No sound. This guy's saying no sound. Ange, can you guys hear me? Can our
can
live
hear, yeah, right.
Can our live people hear us?
Live folks should be able to hear us. We'll work on that. But we're recording onto the actual machine
That's right. So
you will listen to.
If you can't catch us,
it's just a mime show right now, that's one thing. And there was no sound because you weren't talking. When we do music and stuff, you have to
And the other thing is we'll
wait.
put this up on YouTube and Podbean later. So
yes,
if you can't catch it fresh with us live in the studio, you can catch us later.
Absolutely.
So, Mark, before we even talk about the comic stuff, did you level Did you have a level up achievement here?
I leveled up. I am now engaged.
He is. He took a blood
to
oath.
the
He's
lovely,
betrothed
Claire.
to Claire. We're saying her name online.
Yeah, why not? I mean, she's going to be my wife now. So
She's going to be your wife now.
Say her name at least.
That's awesome. So how did you do it? What happened?
Well, we were at Disney because we were on vacation in Disney World. We went with her sister and brother-in-law and their niece, or my niece now, I should say. So we went there for her niece's birthday. So on Monday of last week, we went out to dinner at the Coral Reef restaurant at Epcot. If you don't know what it is,
Very cool.
it's actually in the Seas building of the Epcot, and it's a restaurant where on one side of the wall, the main wall of the building, is the 6 million gallon aquarium.
6 million.
And it has everything you could think of: sharks, fish, a 15-foot wide stingray. And you just eat and watch all that happen.
That's so
goes
cool.
on.
It's probably very soothing. Brings you.
It is.
Keeps you centered.
I ordered clam chowder because we're watching fish swim around, so I wanted to
Hey, look!
provoke them.
I got your cousin.
Yeah, so we went all the way down to Florida and ordered New England clam chowder because that's what you do. So then after that, we went and watched Illuminations, the fireworks display that they have at the Epcot. I dragged her to the France section of Epcot. We went up with her sister. Surprisingly, quotation marks around that. And then after the fireworks, I dragged her into the France Pavilion and in front of the giant Beauty and the Beast topiaries.
Oh, the hearts are starting to show
Because
up
it's
here,
the,
Mark. Oh, my goodness.
Because it was the Flower and Garden Festival was going on. So those were behind us, and then the fake Eiffel Tower was behind that. And I proposed.
Oh, and did she cry?
She cried, yes.
Ooh, look at the hearts coming up here on the live feed. It is exploding.
It's exploded.
Oh, my
So,
God.
yeah, so
That's spectacular.
I'm now engaged.
So, did you set a date yet?
We have. I'm not going to announce
my
when
God.
that is on here. But
We're going to
yes.
crash. Oh, somebody's crying. Oh.
Wow.
I hope they're happy tears.
They're happy tears. I'm off the market, ladies. I'm sorry.
Oh.
You had your chance, women. You had your chance.
Well, that's huge. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's very,
I'm
very
very
cool.
excited about it. It's very cool. It's a whole new thing.
It is a whole new thing.
Yeah.
The best advice that...
And Matt's been there from the beginning, basically. He's been around this. You're the first person I told I went out.
Are
and
you
met her with,
serious?
yeah.
Really? I was the first one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nick Caesar's crying happy tears right now.
Oh. Thank you,
Thanks, Nick.
Caesar.
That's very sweet of you, man.
Random person. Thank you.
He's not a random person. He's
Nick
He's
Caesar.
a follower. He's a friend.
Yeah.
He's a buddy.
I guess. I don't never met the guy before, but I appreciate your emotions.
Nick, we're going to make sure we get you to either to the Jack and Jill or the
There will be a Jack and Jill.
There
It's
will
going to be
be?
huge. Yeah.
It's going to be huge.
It's
going to be a good
It's
time.
going to be the biggest Jack and Jill ever.
ever.
It's not going to be fake news. It's going to be the best Jack and Jill. It's going to be humongous.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be fantastic.
We're going to make weddings great again.
It's going to make world records of Jack and Jill.
We're going to talk like we have sinus infections. It's going to be great.
It's going to be fantastic. I'm going to drink water like this.
All right.
so-
Anyway.
Yeah, so that's what happened to me in the past couple weeks.
That's huge.
Hence why we didn't have a show for
That's
a while.
huge comic news. That's huge
Yes.
comic news.
Yes.
Even
Even a nerd like me can find someone that's willing to stick with them for the
it's
rest of their
true.
life.
One of our best, dearest friends of the show, Anne, she just commented. She says, one of the best decisions I ever made was to marry her guy.
Oh,
This is a very sweet show.
this has gotten very.
Do I need to
This is
get
very
the,
good.
the,
Michael Bolton should be playing in the background or
Kleenex,
something.
the Kleenex box for this
It's
episode?
gotten very
here?
sad not sad, but very like emotional all of a sudden.
Get all weepy.
So you're gonna say your best advice would be?
Oh yeah. So for the wedding, the best advice I ever could have received, both my wife and I.
Not go. Oh,
No, it was don't worry if things go wrong during the reception and stuff because nobody's gonna know. The only people that are gonna know are gonna be you two, and you're gonna be so busy, you're not gonna know.
yeah. Well, I'm planning it, so that's gonna be.
You're planning the wedding?
Yes. I've been told I'm
Really?
in charge of that because she is not good at planning things.
This is gonna be a very interesting wedding.
It is. Might be stormtroopers. Who knows?
Oh
Who
my
knows?
God, are you serious?
No. She wouldn't let me do that. She wouldn't let me do that. I'd love that if stormtroopers were there.
The the
And they
lightsaber
had,
salute.
like, lightsabers, and I walked around with lightsabers.
That could be
That'd
that could
best.
be the Jack and Jill there, right?
That would be awesome.
You can
I could-
enter to the Emperor's theme.
I would enter to Han Solo's theme.
No, it would be the trophy rooms theme, right?
The trophy room theme. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That would be a great thing.
I get in touch with the 501st. They would do it.
Nick asks, "What about Ewoks? There could be an Ewok toss at the Jack and Jill."
Yeah.
What
Actually,
a
they're gonna be
great
our-
idea.
They're gonna be our ring bearers, Ewoks.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Yeah. So,
But anywho.
yeah. So, do you want to? We could do a quick blurb of the news.
Well, we're gonna take a quick break first.
Just remember that our sponsors, some of our sponsors, are a little obsolete. We're not going to touch on the Mitch one yet. We need a new recording.
No, we don't have that one yet. No.
But yeah, we can do a Monday Night Jam
We're
sponsorship.
gonna do that first. We're gonna hit up on the Monday Night Jam coming up this coming Monday.
every Monday.
Well, I know it's every Monday, but it's also this coming Monday. It's the next one.
Yeah, the next one.
Yes. So
Not yesterday's Monday.
no.
The next
No.
Monday.
Yes. So hear a little bit of news about that, and then we'll be back with comic book news and much more talk about me.
Oh,
Here on
the Mark Warnock
the Mark
life
Warnock Free Lunch Comic
Story
News Hour.
thing.
We'll be back in just a bit.
BRB, as the kids say. Come to the Terrafil Mill in Simsbury, Connecticut for the Monday Night Jam. Monday Night Jams are creative outlets for all ages. Kids from 7 to 13 come to the Free Lunch Studios, the Terrafil Mill, from 5 to 6. Adults, 6 to 8:30. Come in, network, work with fellow talents, write, or just talk. Free Lunch Studios, Terrafil, Connecticut.
All right, welcome back to the show. We are
Yes.
back. It's time for the comic news.
Sponsored by the Monday Night Jam.
Sponsored by, well, everything's sponsored by Free Lunch Comics. So.
Well, it's true, but come on, we can make it sound nice.
Sure, yeah, sponsored by Monday Night Jam. Yeah, that's what it is.
So the first,
Monday Night Jam. Want a jam? Cover it in Monday nights.
well, that was really good.
Thank you.
So we're gonna talk first about the Free Comic Day weekend is almost here.
It is. It's like this weekend, isn't it?
It's next weekend.
Ah, so
Gosh,
close.
way to get people's heart to stop.
Is it Cinco de Mayo? Is it Cinco de Mayo
It
weekend?
is. It is Cinco de Mayo. So
So you can get free comics and tacos.
yeah. So, and not only that, there's roller derby that night out here too. So
Whoa.
yeah, it's talk about a triple threat.
Oh, man.
So we're going to talk first about the gold sponsors of Free Comic Day Comics. We just want to make sure you understand that whatever comic store that you patronize, they may not necessarily be getting all of these books. I'm thinking if it's gold sponsor, this is most likely
Those are the big ones.
these are the ones they're going to be getting.
The everywhere books.
But we're going to kind of cherry pick our favorites from each tier. So sit tight. We're gonna walk you through it. So Mark, anything that catch your eye here?
Three things actually off the top of the.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well, actually, four now that I look at it. Things that jump out at me. This barrier from Barrier Number 1 from Image Comics. I like
Yeah,
how it's
big names associated with that.
landscape. Yeah, and that's the folks from that do Paper Girls, and also he also does Saga.
Yeah, so you got Brian K. Vaughan and Marcos Martin.
Yeah, so that looks cool. I like the landscape view of it.
And it's barrier number 1.
Yeah.
Well, that's the front and back cover.
Yeah. Oh, okay, gotcha. So it's like a folded thing.
Oh, no, you know what? No, I take it back.
Landscape.
It might be a landscape print job. It is. Look at that.
Yeah, the book is going to be in landscape.
50 Mark. This book is free. Did you understand this? Did you see this? 53-page first issue is free on Free Comic Day, with the next 4 issues being released weekly throughout the rest of May.
Wow.
Nice pick.
Thank you.
Dude, oh my God. Did you hear that?
I thought that was cool looking.
Did you hear that? Barrier number 1 from Image Comics, Brian K. Vaughan and Marcos Martin. The first issue of the series is free, 53 pages.
That's a big book.
Dang. That is insane. Oh, right. I'll pick one.
Okay. Top that.
I know, seriously.
Top that, hot shot.
I guess I'm going with Avengers Captain America.
That was my next pick, so.
Well, you know, it's free. 32-pager, Marvel. There's no... Sarah Pacelli and Jason Aaron on the creative. And it looks like they tease, my eagle eyes see, they're going to tease some story from the new Captain America series coming out.
Yes, because that's the beginning of the launch of the new stuff.
The new stuff. What else do you see in this section?
The other thing I was going to grab at is IDW publishing Transformers Unicron, The Darkest Hour, number 0. Unicron, one of my favorite villains in Transformer lore. John Barber, writer, Alex Milne, artist, cover art by Sarah Petrie DeRocher. Sure.
Yeah.
Not a whimper, not a bang. The end comes with a squall of entropy shrieking from the ravenous maw of death itself. The message is clear. Unicron has arrived. The Transformers lock into a desperate bid to save Rom's homeworld from the World Killer.
Who? Rom?
Yes.
The Space Knight?
Yes. Well, I guess so. But why has Unicron chosen this world on this path to Cybertron and Earth? The biggest story in the history of the Transformers starts now.
And it's free.
Unicron's arrival can mean nothing less than the end of a universe. It is rated teen.
Now, do you typically read the Transformer books?
Not really. The random ones. I like the ones where they're more the 80s look.
Has Unicron ever been in the comics before?
I believe he was back in the 80s. He was in the movie.
Oh, in the Marvel line?
Yeah, he was in the movie, so I assume he was...
So we're going to jump a little deeper here. We're going to get to the silver sponsors.
Oh, okay, we're going all the way there already?
Yeah, well, look at how much we have here.
And the gold sponsors, I'm just going to throw it out there, too, for folks who don't have the previews and want to know. There is a Doctor Who book.
Oh,
which is
good
out there, because that's a big thing for the kids.
From Titan.
And for my sisters and niece, there's a Disney Princess book, April Spotlight.
Ariel Spotlight. Yep. And for all the Pokemon kids, there's a Pokemon book coming out.
Yes, there's also a DC Superhero Girls book.
Those are big
Comic
hot
Friends Forever book.
Those are big hot titles.
And Avengers Zim as well. So
big properties.
Check
all right,
those out.
Now we'll jump a little deeper.
The silver sponsored books.
So it's nice to see Strangers in Paradise has a book solicited here, and so do The Simpsons. I think The Simpsons typically do every year.
Yeah, and it's the Bongo Comics version, not like their usual.
That is the usual.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's like got like the big Bongo Comics thing instead of.
Oh right, yep. So there'll
Simpsons.
be other stuff in there too.
Yeah.
So probably SpongeBob. Is he on the cover?
Yeah. Nope, we got Adventure Time on there.
Adventure Time from Boom Studios. This looks really cool from Fantagraphics, the world's greatest cartoonists.
Are you in there?
No. Thanks.
Oh.
Humanoids Publishing is putting out the Matter Baron, which is awesome.
You should be in there. I'm saying.
And for you Star Wars people, IDW's got a freebie
Star Wars Adventures.
Star Wars Adventures, yep.
Invasion looks cool up here.
From Chapter House Publishing. And then
for you kids who like the Legends of Korra, there's a Legend of Korra book.
From Dark Horse.
There's an Aftershock book for kids who like the Aftershock.
Kids who like Aftershock.
Well, the video games, yeah.
I don't think that's the video game company, is it?
I don't think it's... Oh, Aftershock Comics?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
The Tick has a free book coming out. From
Tick
New
always
England.
has a free book.
There's
said
another.
there was
Look at it. There's another Marvel one here.
Oh, Amazing Spider-Man.
Featuring Spider-Man.
Yeah. There's a Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell. I kind of want that.
Yeah.
Only Living Boy. My friends.
There's SpongeBob there. So there's a SpongeBob book.
SpongeBob Freestyle Funnies. That's kind of cool. Nightmare Before Christmas from Tokyo Pop Free Comic Day
Ooh, that looks
edition.
cool. I'm definitely into that.
Do we see any Tank Girl?
Yeah, that's a big
Tank
one.
Girl still got some pull.
There's a Shadow Man from Valiant. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
2000 AD from Rebellion.
Mm.
Comic Book Legal Defense Fund has a freebie coming out with a really cute cover.
Cool.
And those are the Three Stooges on the Gemstone Publishing Overstreet Guide to
cool.
Collecting. And the Comic Shop News is actually putting out a free Comic Day special, which is really weird. Don't they give out a free comic every week?
I don't know.
So here's the other thing. You know, there are still some that we didn't even mention here. Those are the ones that we saw. Free Tank Girl, yes, Ange. Free Tank Girl, and that's going to be from Titan Comics, a company that I'm really starting to love.
You're getting into the Titan Comics.
I really am. I'm starting to really dig what they're doing. Oh, we've got Steve Canaris watching too. Hey,
Steve Canaris, how are you, my friend?
So there's a lot. There's a lot that they're offering for Free Comic Day. So here's the thing. You know, if you don't know, if you've never been to a comic shop.
And actually, hold on a second. Before you get into that, we missed a page. For the kids who are into the new TV stuff and out there in the world, Archie Comics, they're doing a Riverdale.
Wow.
Number 6 is actually going to be free. They're also doing a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers special,
Jeez,
which will be free.
So far, it's like Jammer heavy.
And they're doing an Overwatch Black Hammer free book.
Who do I know that loves that stuff? I think Chris Vazakis loves
Vazakis
the
loves the
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Look at that,
That's going
Steve
on as well.
Canaris. Steve Canaris just chimed in. He said, Free Comic Book Day is my wedding anniversary. And if you're not paying attention, Steve Canaris' birthday is also typically 24-hour comic challenge day.
Wow.
So this guy, dude.
You really messed up on the day planning.
I know he didn't. Like, I can always think about him every single day of his important life. Oh, it's Free Comic Day. Better call my boy.
Better call to wish him happy anniversary.
24-hour comic challenge. Let's eat cake at midnight.
There you go.
So here's the thing. Here are my rules for Free Comic Day.
Grab everything.
No, stop.
What?
These books,
Grab one of everything.
they're free for you.
Yeah.
They're not free for the retailer. Patronize that store. You know, go in and spend
for sure.
some money. You know, what I like that Matt does here in Enfield is
He makes
does
an
a
event
can-
out of it.
He does a can drive and a toy drive.
Yeah.
Like, really support these stores. You know, the original mission for Free Comic Day is to bring new readers in. So if you are going to take part in Free Comic Day, patronize the store or bring a buddy who's never read a comic or doesn't really understand
Or hasn't
what they
read
have.
a comic in a long time.
Yeah, bring them back into the fold. That's what we really need. We really
And don't
need
hit just one comic shop. Peruse.
but make sure
Go
you
from
support
one comic
them.
shop to another comic shop.
Be supportive.
Especially up here and where we are, if you're in our area, in the up north area here in the Connecticut, Springfield, Enfield area, there's a ton of comic book shops.
But they ain't Pokemon. You ain't going around collecting them all. Like, you got to give back.
No, I know, but collect them all as well.
Give back.
But collect them all as well.
They're not for you, Mark. They're not for you. Just so
What?
you know, these books, as cool as they are, they're not for us.
Yeah, they are. That's why it says free on it.
They're not for us.
You might think that, but it says free in it, so it's for me.
You're already a reader.
I know, but I like free things.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, free is for me.
Bring a friend. Bring Claire.
She won't go.
Find somebody else to bring. Claire, go.
She won't go.
Support the industry. That's why this is. That's why this is.
Oh, I know, but I mean, I've definitely like the barrier one. That's mine.
That is
That's the
speaking.
golden
That's
ticket right
speaking
there.
clearly to you, and as a promotional device, that's really targeting everybody.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be great to be able to bring a friend and just say, "Here, look at this. Enjoy this." Like most of the comics that I share with my non-comic reading friends, they do typically love them.
Yeah.
Because I know what they like, and I have access to a lot more stuff.
Yes, you do.
So, unfortunately, I think a lot of people think it is just the Avengers. It is just Batman. It is just this.
No, yeah. There's more stuff out there.
And we have a responsibility. We can go, and Karen Rizzo knows this, and Ange knows this, and Steve Canaris knows this, and Belkis knows this. All these watchers that are tuning in, these are our comic friends. They know that they can say, ooh, you know what? I like my stories gritty. Oh, there's a comic that you would love. Stray Bullets. Yeah. You could read this. You would enjoy it a lot. So I think that we, as comic... Like, nobody's going to be a better standard bearer than us. Nobody.
Yeah, but still collect them all.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to be right back.
That's why they're free.
Oh.
They wouldn't give them away if they didn't want you to take them.
See, Ange knows.
Ange just
and yes, nice. Ange knows. Ange knows too much.
Ange just being nice.
She knows too much. She's
Deep
great.
down in all your heart, you want to collect all the free books.
When are we going to fly her up here to be the third?
Never.
Yes, we're going to bring her. Yeah.
You can. You can do it. I got to pay for a wedding.
Oh, my God. Here we go. You can sing that song for a good year. You can sing that for a good year.
I'm rolling those dice for a year. All right, we'll be back.
We'll be right back. We'll do our comic picks when we come back.
Yes, during the break, we're going to talk about Thirsty Thursday.
Ooh, tomorrow.
That's just tomorrow. Yes, we'll be talking about that.
Tomorrow.
And we'll be back with our comic watch. In just a bit.
BRB.
It is the Free Lunch Comic News.
Every Thursday night at Free Lunch Studios in Terriffill, Connecticut, we open the doors to our friends for drinking, gameplay, networking, and our favorite beverage. Come on by Free Lunch Studios in the Terriffill Mill for drink and draw, drink and game, or even drink and learn. Every Thursday night, 7 to 9:30, hosted by Matt Ryan. Come on down, freelunchcomics.com.
Free Lunch Comic Book News is back.
Oh, we're back.
We're back with a brand new edition. Stop, regulate, and listen.
We're visiting.
It's time for
what?
The Comic Watch.
How many books did you pick this time?
I don't know.
My little ray of sunshine.
I don't know.
I picked some new stuff, but I picked some reprinted things that I think people need to know about. So
okay.
Do you want me to go first? I can go first.
You start first.
You want me to
go
first?
Second.
I'll go first. Kind of a little bit of a mind bender because DC is not solicited in the catalog for the first time.
It isn't. I have it in my hand right here.
You do. See, there it is. Ooh.
If you're watching on the old Facebook Live.
Yep, there it is.
Even though it's not very old.
So
for our Russian friends, Guten Tagen, good flogging.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
So the first publisher listed in previews now is Image.
Well, they're the only ones that makes sense.
So the first book I picked is Seven to Eternity. It's a new story arc, The Springs of Zal, Part 1. This is a gorgeous book. Rick Remender and Jerome Opeña. I love this book. Ooh, Carrie Nord is doing a variant cover. I didn't see that. That's my boy from Conan back in the day.
Okay.
If you haven't read it, go get it. Seven to Eternity. I know you can get the trade paperback for 10 measly bucks at your local comic shop.
Wow. My first pick is Injustice vs. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe #1, written by Tim Seeley, art and cover by Freddie Williams II, a variant cover by Tim Seeley. Believing He-Man and the Masters of the Universe defeated, a robotic imposter has seized control of Eternia, but not for long. After freeing his kingdom from the strongman's rule, Prince Adam learns not everyone is pleased to see the pretender disposed. But Adam knows the value of freedom. So when heroes from another dimension ask his aid in deposing a superhero-turned-dictator, he agrees. Teaming up with Batman against the Superman of the Injustice universe, He-Man and his new allies face dangerous and familiar enemies in a battle where no world is safe. 32 pages, $3.99, rated T. The cover looks, or the art they have for it looks pretty cool. Batman standing with Orko and all that.
Looks really cool standing there with Orko.
He does look cool with Orko.
It is a nice cover.
It's very cool. I'll show the folks on the.
I'm not a He-Man fan, but it does look.
I loved He-Man growing up.
Yeah,
I had all the toys.
Yeah, we can
I had Castle Grayskull. My mom gave them all away to some kid without asking me about it. It's very sad. I was very depressed.
I found something really cool in here. Criminy from Dark Horse.
By Criminy.
By Roger Landridge. I love this guy's work. If you're familiar, he did the Muppets back from Boom Studios, which was really good. I think he wrote a Thor story for Marvel. He's really, really talented. He wrote and drew this issue. He's a Eisner and Harvey Award-winning talent. Dagum Crimini's peaceful life is suddenly interrupted as pirates invade his island, casting Crimini's family out as refugees into the wild. It just sounds so good, and it looks like it's... From appearances, it looks like it's all ages, for sure.
For sure.
It kind of has the old Mickey Mouse, Merry Melodies kind of like throwback
Oswald
look.
Kind of.
Yeah, totally. So it's Criminy. It's only $13, 100 pages. September 19th. Is that really what we're picking for?
Actually, it's July, but you're good in September.
Have I really fallen into this trap again? Where I'm soliciting things that aren't even
coming out until millennia from now.
Look at that, and I got Nick verifying that I was right. I love that. Go ahead, Mark. You're up.
My next one I picked out from the DC stuff was Injustice 2, number 29 and 30, written by Tom Taylor. 29 art and cover by Bruno Rotondo. Number 30 art and cover by Daniel Sempre. Seems like everyone wants a piece of Blue Beetle. First he gets some surprise visitors to his home, then later he finds himself the target of a certain well-known intergalactic bounty hunter, but who ultimately wants Jamie Reyes in their clutches, and why? Question mark. Then the entire universe is in peril, and it's up to the fallen Hal Jordan, the Titans, and Blue Beetle to save it. They need all the help they can get, but do they really need help from Booster Gold and Lobo? Question mark. 32 pages, $2.99, rated T+. And
how many
digital
books?
First.
How many books are they soliciting there? Do you see that?
2 books.
Two books in 1 month?
2 books, 1 month.
Wow. I've got
bi-weekly, as the kids would say.
I've got a book from IDW. This is a reprint, but this is the adaptation of the Dracula movie that starred Keanu Reeves, by Roy Thomas and Mike Mignola. If you've never seen this, now
Not the one that was Leslie Nielsen was.
no. This is
Not Dead and Loving.
This is the one with Gary Oldman playing Dracula.
I know. I was just joking.
But it's 8 by 12, 136 pages, $30. This is a hardcover, only printed in black and white. And this is the purity of Mike Mignola's work. I'm going to hold it up for our live
Facebook
viewers
live
here.
friends.
Like, you want to learn something about lights and darks and balance on a comic page, this is the book to get. $30 IDW. Oh my lord, it's also available in September.
You are the worst.
Jeez.
Going back to books that you actually can get when the previews say they're going to be coming out in July.
I'm coming, don't worry.
Captain America #1, part of the Marvel relaunch of everything. Captain America #1 by writer Tanahashi Coates and how do you say that? Linnell Francis Yu as artist.
Yep.
Wraparound cover by Alex Ross. Variant cover by Jim Steranko. Variant cover by David Mack. Variant cover by Adam Hughes. Virgin variant cover by Adam Hughes. Another Virgin variant cover by Alex Ross. And a blank variant cover will also be available. So Matt will be looking for that for drawing purposes. It is winter in America. For over 70 years, he has stood in stalwart defense of our country and its people. But in the aftermath of Hydra's takeover of the nation, Captain America is a figure of controversy, carrying a tarnished shield, and a new enemy is rising. Who are the power elite, and how do they intend to co-opt and corrupt the symbol that is Captain America?
I love that Captain America series that's coming out right now.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of the artwork inside, a little preview of it, black and white
Here, I'll
for
hold it
right
up
now,
for
since it's
viewers.
not totally done yet. So it doesn't come out till July, but you can take a look at that.
It does look good. It looks cleaner than his usual
Yeah, so
work.
yeah, so there's some of that.
All right, I also have another IDW solicitation for September.
Great.
This
Can't
one's
wait.
this one's awesome though. And it's available $125.
Whoa.
Yeah, but I'm saying this is a dedication to Chris Vizakis. It is the Jim Lee.
Oh God, Chris will buy
He's
that in a
gonna
second.
lose his mind.
Oh my God, Jim Lee. Blee!
It's the Jim Lee DC Legends Artifact
I will buy
Edition.
anything Jim Lee does. I am
Which-
Chris Vizakis.
This is awesome. It's the original scans. Look, there's some Wildcats in here. There's some ink wash stuff in here from Hush.
Random Chris Vizakis thing. Did you see today on Facebook he posted, I'm not really a Batman fan. I was like, isn't he a huge Batman fan?
No, he's a Superman guy.
Every time I've seen him getting autographs, it's Batman stuff.
No, he's a Superman guy.
Oh.
So this is going to be in one of those, massive
go.
archive edition books, 144 pages, 12 by 17. Like I said, it's available in September, but it's that's going to be a good one. All right,
That's going to
over
break
you,
the
Mark.
piggy bank.
Yep.
Cosmic Calamity, Deadpool number 2. Scotty Young, the writer, Nick Klein, art and cover. A strange and powerful being from outer space is coming to destroy Earth, but why? Who cares? Deadpool is totally going to murk it dead. Take that, space nerd. That's the right thing to do, right? And Wade, can he do it? Right? And there totally won't be any repercussions, right? Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Parental advisory, 32 pages, $3.99. The cover looks awesome. It's a Scotty Young cover. I'm a huge fan of Scotty
it?
Young's.
Can I see?
It definitely is.
Where?
You can tell just by looking at it.
That's not Scotty.
It looks like a Scotty Young cover, by the
Look
way.
right
It's
there.
what's his face?
It's
It's
not-
Nick
it's
Klein,
not-
but it looks very Scotty Young-esque with the big weaponry and things.
Well, thanks for that solicitation for Deadpool number 14.
Number 2. Number 2.
Oh, I
Thank
was
you very
counting
much.
the number of Deadpool comics that are coming out. All right, my next book.
Don't be jealous when the property's awesome.
Okay. This is actually shipping in July.
At least my stuff comes out in July.
This is coming out in July.
Oh, hey, look at that.
My first one. This is from Fantagraphics
You
Books.
sure it doesn't come out in September?
It's a featured item. It's called I, Renee Tardy, Prisoner of War in Stalag 11B by Jacques Tardy. This book looks insane. It's $30, hardcover, 192 pages. It's 2-color. It's Jacques Tardy's homage to his father and a testimony to the silent suffering of a generation of men. Tardy masterfully recreates historical and personal details with remarkable fidelity, guided by extensive research and his father's notes, featuring some of Tardy's most intense and meticulous drawing. Stalag 11B is a personal and artistic triumph. There is some preview artwork.
Hit a button. Go ahead.
This is from Fantagraphics, and it looks fantastic. Very different. I get a mouse vibe from this immediately. So
Oh.
there you go.
My next pick, Star Wars number 50.
Wow, already?
Yes. Kieran Gillen, writer, Salvador LaRocca, artist. Multiple covers. The coolest cover that I've seen in here is this one of Princess Leia with ship stuff inside it.
That's a great cover, by the way.
It's very cool. So I would definitely be looking for that cover.
Is that the variant cover?
I think that's the original cover, I think. The variant cover is the Darth Vader one over here.
Marquez.
Yeah, that's the variant
you're right,
cover.
Yeah.
And that's a
gorgeous.
Mayhew cover.
That's so nice.
Mike Mayhew. But in this issue, hope dies. The Rebel fleet is completed. It's magnificent. It's beautiful. It's secret. But no secret is kept for long from Darth Vader. The most epic story yet done in a Star Wars comic begins here. Prepare to witness the Empire truly strike back. 32 pages, $3.99, rated T.
Number 50? It's only 32 pages?
Yes, number 50, and then 51 comes out right after that. Hope Dies Part 2, or Part 2, as I like to call it. The Millennium Falcon alone versus the entire Imperial fleet. Can Leia discover the cause of this disaster? And even if she can, is it too late? Also 32 pages. So they'll be coming out back to back. Hence why we talked about them now.
Speaking of back-to-back solicitations, I'm going to talk about 2 books. I believe they're coming out. Well, one is coming out from Graphics, which is the graphic novel imprint from Scholastic. Smiley's Dream Book. Jeff Smith is back with some Bone characters. He's got a charming and adorable picture book, the first to feature Smiley Bone in an adventure of his own. On a beautiful sunny day, happy-go-lucky Smiley Bone is walking through the woods when he begins to count some friendly birds. The birds sing and climb so high that Smiley must find a fantastical way to keep up with them. 40 pages. It's going to be 10 by 10, hardcover. Take a breath, everybody. It's $18.
What?
I know, that's a lot. But it's full color, and it's a hardcover. And you know what's cool is the kids, if you have kids, they may have access to this through the Scholastic order form. So you didn't hear it from me, but I think that that's something that that's going to be available. The other thing I wanted to talk about that's directly related to cartoon books, Rassel is being reprinted in full color. Rassel was the second book Jeff Smith did after he completed his long run on the Bone series. The first thing he did was the Shazam book, which I don't know if you saw. Gorgeous. Rassel.
Zachary Levi, Shazam.
Rassel is going to be a 160-page full color book. Cover price is $10. There will be other editions, so it looks like there's going to be 3 editions of this book. This is such a cool thing. This is sci-fi, like a time traveling or a reality traveling art thief. So it's very, very cool. Not for kids. So this is what happens when you work on
the wee ones.
Yeah, this is what happens when you work on a comic for kids for too long. You kind of freak out and you do something a little bit more intense. Yeah. So that's Rassel from Cartoon Books, and that is coming out in the month of. Does it say
September?
Does it say? Yeah, it is not an advanced solicitation, so that's coming out. It's not September. It's coming out in July.
Yeah.
Back to you, Mark.
So my last pick, because I'm assuming you're gonna have one more after this.
I think so.
Are you done? Okay. So my last pick is Fantastic Four True Believers Month.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic Four is the pick for this month for True Believers, and they're releasing a slew of classic books. They're releasing Fantastic Four #1.
Yes.
The original Fantastic Four #5, #48. Number 209.
Some John Byrne goodness in there.
337.
Walt Simonson goodness.
Fantastic Four Annual #3.
Oh, the big family group photo cover.
Yep, that one. They got the Fantastic Four Hulk vs. Thing #1, which is a reprinting of Fantastic Four #112.
That's awesome.
Fantastic Four 175.
There's some Mike Waringo in there.
Fantastic Four 374 from 1961. Fantastic from 1998, Fantastic Four #54.
And how much are these great
and
books?
And a
Mark?
What If 1977 #1. What if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four? All those books are $1 a piece.
Oh, you can't beat that.
$1 for 32 pages of classic comic book history for $1.
If
you can go to anywhere you want and get those.
I just picked up one of these today. I picked up the Rebirth of Thanos for a measly buckaroonie. When you go to the comic shop, it is Thanos on parade.
I bet. It's the week of Thanos.
Yep. And I had this one. I remember this one. Just awesome. Awesome. But I love those Buck books. They're great.
Buck.
I think my last pick is A Sea of Love from Lionforge. 224 pages, full color hardcover, $25. Romance, ages 16 and up. It's written by Wilfred Lubano, and the art and the covers by Gregory Oh gosh, Panaccion. It looks so cute and looks so nice. No words. So I'll read you the solicitation here.
Go ahead.
Are we still recording?
Yeah. I just
Does
hit
it
the
stop?
button. If you hit the space bar, it stops.
So it pauses it?
Yeah, so you're fine. I'll
each-
lean back and not.
Each morning, a frail, old, bespectacled fisherman heads out to sea, leaving his doting wife at home, awaiting his return in the evening. But one evening, he doesn't come home. Instead, accidentally. It's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah, so that we had a little bit of glitch in the system. So if you missed any of that last bit of comic watch, it'll be on the Facebook Live. So
It will be on the Facebook Live.
you
Sea
can
of
check that
is
out
a
on
Sea of Love,
YouTube.
I think, from Lionforge.
Yeah, Sea of Love from Lionforge.
Yep.
Little glitch in the system. We had a crash of the system, so we apologize if we lost anything there.
Yep.
But we'll be back with just a bit.
And we'll
with,
talk about CliffsCon. Let's talk about CliffsCon. That's
we'll have
coming up.
CliffsCon,
Is
and
that
then,
coming up this weekend too? It is.
It is coming up this weekend. Yeah.
And we'll
And,
come back and we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, we'll do a little free lunch menu action.
Free lunch new. Yep. Sounds good.
Yeah. Or do we have a top 10? Was there top 10s in that?
There is, but we'll tie it off right here. We'll
All
come
right.
back because we didn't do the convention report. We'll do that next time,
Okay.
and we can do the top 10 next time.
Okay.
Give us something to do.
All right, in that case, I'm gonna-
we're hitting this the second that the
I'm
book
gonna
came out.
throw a couple things in here to kind of sell some stuff.
All right.
So we're gonna come back. It's gonna be a little long break. We got CliffsCon. We're gonna hit you with Geekonomics. We're gonna hit you with, which we're doing a special thing tomorrow night for Avengers Infinity War, a live at Denny's edition. So you can check that out. And Twin Peaks Unwrapped, which is covering a whole bunch of Twin Peaks themed stuff. So we're hit you with all that, and we'll be back with the free lunch menu
Awesome.
in just a bit. Here
Be
on
right back.
the free lunch comic book news.
Cliff's Cons of Plainville, Connecticut. Looking for that hard to find comic or that really rare toy, or maybe you're just looking to save a couple bucks on your comic collection? Come on down to the Plainville VFW almost every month of the year to enjoy one of the coolest comic shows around. Cliff's Cons of Plainville. Only 99 cents to get in, food, donuts, coffee, while supplies last.
Geekonomics with Marc and Brian, a weekly nerd podcast, talk about all sorts of stuff covering all of nerddom. Brian, what is the main things we talk about on our show? List them off, Brian.
Movies, comics, TV shows, music, video games,
anything, big things every week, talking about big topics, big nerd stuff. It is Geekonomics!
Twin Peaks Unwrapped, hosted by Ben and Brian. If you love Twin Peaks The Return, Fire Walk With Me, or anything that originates from the dark and twisted mind of David Lynch, you will love Twin Peaks Unwrapped, a weekly podcast show that usually airs on Wednesdays. This week it was a little early. That reviews current Twin Peak episodes and past projects, including their books, fan magazines, actors, producers, you name it. Twin Peaks Unwrapped. You can find it on iTunes, Podbean, and Facebook. That is Twin Peaks Unwrapped, my favorite podcast program, hosted by Ben and Brian.
It's the Free Lunch Comic Book News. We are back with the final segment of the show. We're going to hit the menu music. And Matt to tell us about all the stuff going on over at Free Lunch Comics with the Free Lunch Comic Menu.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Thanks for that lead-in, Mark.
It's my job.
It's a new month at Free Lunch. We're moving away from Fairy Month, which was a lot of fun. We kind of partnered with the Avon Public Library and did some fairy wall stickers, and
Cool.
it was fun. And if you go to my Patreon site, we actually did some inking demos there, and I actually did a Photoshop coloring demo. And then we even visited our friends over at CES Design Studios, the fabrication office there. And I even got some production video of them printing out the wall stickers. So it was a good month. But now we're kind of moving on, and we're celebrating superheroes now. And we've already kicked that off with, the superhero redesigns on Monday. Regrettably, I did not film any of that, so I have to be a little bit more on the ball.
Womp, womp, womp.
I know, but I will I'll put a photo up of it on the site.
Where can we find you this month?
Well, like I said during the segment where we weren't recording, I'm going to be at Nomads later on. Well, let me talk about Free Comic Day. I will be supporting Matt's Comics in Enfield on Free Comic Day. That's right.
Matt's Sports Cards and Collectibles.
Yeah, right across the street from Asnuntuck in Enfield, Connecticut. I'll be drawing for the fans that attend there from 10 until 3.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to host an art fight from 3 until 4 on the grounds there as part of his Camp Anime Half promotion.
Yeah.
It's been a big art fight season. I actually been commissioned to visit a school in Avon to do an art fight in May, and then I just did an art fight at Brass City and in Waterbury, and I did an art fight in Avon for the Avon Con. So
wow,
all of a sudden that's becoming a thing.
Everybody wants to art fight.
I guess so.
Everybody is art fighting.
Yeah,
that's fast as lightning.
It's true. So after the art fight at Matt's, we're going to blitz over to Nomads in South Windsor for the roller derby match, where we're going to debut this season's new Hartford Whaler free lunch comic art cards featuring the players. And I got to tell you, it's very appropriate that they're debuting on Free Comic Day. It's very
cool.
Very appropriate. They're going to love them. These look better than anything we've done.
Well, they wouldn't.
They look better than. It's going to be hard to top this one. Let me just say that. It's going to be hard to top. I will show you offline what they look like. Okay. We're going to debut them on Free Comic Day at the Whalers game. So we're really, really excited about that.
Before all that, though, rewind a little bit.
Yep.
This weekend, you'll be at CliffsCon on Sunday.
Right. That's right. CliffsCon at the VFW in Plainville. We're returning to our roots for Cliffs. The nicest little comic show in the area.
It is.
Hands down. Like, you kids get in for free. They've got coffee and donuts there for you. Cliff and he's got Dylan in the kitchen with him, and they make great food. It's just it's a nice time.
Tons of comic boxes to dive through.
It's true. Only 99 cents. Great vendors that know what they're talking about.
Yes.
Just an all around good experience. Happy to call that our home show. As we work our way through, so Free Comic Day, that's a big deal. I think I'm starting up the Wednesday night comic and manga class mid-May.
Wow, so get in there and sign up for that.
Yep, and we're still running the drawing and painting for teens on Fridays. It's a 2.5-hour class. Still going to keep running those jams every Monday night.
Thursday nights for
Thirsty Thursdays have been powerful. You know what I did today, Mark?
What's that, Matt?
I drew in public today for the first time in a long, long time.
Just randomly in public?
Just in a random spot. Yeah, I had one of...
just popped in a park somewhere and just started drawing?
Well, it's kind of rainy, so I had a jammer kind of asking me about it.
Yeah.
And we met at Starbucks right over here in town.
Yeah.
And we sketched for a while. It was cool, and it got me thinking, like, maybe I'll start a sketch club that meets either somewhere or meets at the office during the day. Just an idea I'm kicking around.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I know. I think there'd be a real value to that. So that's
especially during the summertime with all the kids out of school and stuff.
More
people have more time to get around.
I think it would be for grown-ass adults.
Well, I know I'm saying, but some adults, there's more freedom during the summertime to do things, and
you think so?
You can get outside more as opposed to staying inside.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Another thing, I know
college kids don't have time that stuff.
Well, yeah, to be able to do, what else did it too? One of our D&D customers was talking about how he goes, we send a lot of people to the Battle Standard because of our D&D nights.
Yes.
And I'd like to think that we have a great relationship with those guys.
We do now that you told them that's what you do.
Well, yeah. So
How would they know?
he said that they've got gamers in there at any time during the day.
They do.
So
They do.
That got me thinking too. Like, why can't I do?
Why aren't you open during the day? Is what you're trying to say.
Well, I think the first thing,
Like to the public and not just.
yeah, it's deadline time makes it kind of tough. But if I sectioned off a time where, maybe people brought their sketchbooks and they brought a bagged lunch and they just, drew a lunch break. I don't know, just something I'm kicking around.
Free lunch sketches.
Yeah, and then we got a thumbs up from the live feed, so somebody likes that idea. The other thing I will tease, I think I'm going to be doing a job for the Storyteller's Cottage. I don't want to release too many details yet.
Any anniversary news? Release times?
Yeah, Food Fight came out.
Yeah.
And that's the beginning of a story that's going to run through a bunch of the comics. That's going to continue into Beyond the Kuiper Belt. I just got the editor's letter to the reader, so I can actually start putting that book together. You can expect to see that in May.
Okay.
So that story, the story that I start in Food Fight, believe it or not, will continue on into Beyond the Kuiper Belt.
Oh,
There's going to be some hate mail in there
nice.
from people who you know, which is cool. Writing under a hateful pen name.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. And Chris Vizakis is making his free lunch debut in Beyond the Kuiper Belt.
Cool.
Yep. That story will then continue into Connie, which is almost complete.
Wow.
I know, it's a lot. There's a lot.
Full size Connie or
It will be a full. It will be the small size comic book. But she's back. She'll be drunk through most of it.
That's usually what she is.
Well, no, she was pretty sober in the last one.
I don't know. I was
Just playing along. But yeah, so I have I've got a plan, and it's slowly churning its way. So we are still going to celebrate the 20th anniversary.
Is there a special 20-year logo on everything?
There's like a masthead across the top saying celebrating 20 years of free lunch, and there's going to be something special with each release. So Food Fight 7
Yes.
comes with a sticker of Tammy, and it says Galactic Cheer Squad official member.
Nice.
So you could tag your laptop or your
Nice.
whatever with this cool sticker that I
Gotta
made
get
up.
me one of those.
I've got one on my laptop. My laptops. I'm taking a little bit from Tim Gaffey, who turned in his thesis project on Monday for his comic. It looks fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was trying to talk him into recording some of it, but that's a little over the top.
Well.
But it looks really, really good. So we're really proud of it. Congratulations, Tim. We know you're going to do a good job with that, so I'm not even worried.
Very cool.
Let's see, May. Are there any other shows coming up in May? I know that Cliff's got a show coming up at the end of May.
We got the big one. Well, you said the big one coming up in August is Mitch's show over at the Mohegan Sun. He's got the Terrificon. That'll be coming up.
We're going to sell the next theme. So Patreon's going to be the good partner for all of the themes that we go through. I know that I still have to plan a Secret Fairy workshop. I will still do that.
Ooh.
I'm trying to think.
There's probably more, but we got next show. We can talk about more stuff.
That's true. That's true.
Got a good amount of time we put in this one already.
I agree. So then
Yeah.
let's tie it off right there.
Sounds like a good idea.
Let's
to
shut
me.
the kitchen down and we'll move on.
Shut the kitchen down.
We're gonna
Kitchen's closed,
The
everybody.
kitchen's closed, everybody. We're not cooking anything else.
Nothing else today.
We'll be back with the convention report next time.
We will. We'll have a more organized and put together show next time.
But this was
kind
good,
of a
right?
Surprise show. We just kind
Yeah.
of decided to do it on a whim.
We're back.
We're going to try to do more of them more often. And if I'm not around, Matt's going to do some on his own with other people.
And I probably could do this and pull you in on the live. I wonder
Possibly,
if
I have time.
if I hook a speaker up to my camera, will you be?
Oh, I don't know.
It might work.
Science, technology.
Science. A lot of thumbs up.
Lots
Just
of
came
thumbs
up
up.
on that.
We appreciate that. We appreciate
Thanks,
all of you
guys.
for tuning in and
Yep.
hanging out with us.
Thank you very much.
We'll be back. It's the Freelance Comic News.
You look out for us on YouTube. You can watch the video.
Yes.
You can catch the podcast
We're on
Podbean.
Facebook. We're on the Podbean.
Yep.
We're on the Twitter.
Freelunchcomics.com.
Yes.
Free Lunch Studios on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube.
Yes, Free Lunch Comic News is on Twitter. It's also on the Facebook as well. So check all those places out, and we'll see you all back here next time.
Happy Free Comic Day, everybody.
Grab them all.
Bye.
Gotta collect them all.
Bring a friend. Bring a friend. Bring a friend
so you get 2 copies of everyone.
Oh, God, stop.
See you, everybody.
Play us out.